Okay, hello friends, welcome to Defense Career Academy YouTube channel. I am Ashok Babre. We are going to study notable scholars of Europe who greatly contributed to the historiography. We are going to study this through first chapter of 10th standard Maharashtra State Board. Okay, in this channel we have studied some parts before. Now in this part we are going to study about modern historiographers who have contributed to the historiography. Among them is René Descartes. See here the difference in the spelling and the pronunciation. René Descartes, his lifespan is 1596 to 1650. During his lifespan, he contributed greatly to the historiography. He gave new direction to the history writing, to the research in the study of history. So he is one of the foremost among those historiographers or historians who gave new direction to the historiography in modern history, writing. What was his thought? What was his thinking? What he insisted while studying history, while writing history? His thought was that he insisted on verifying the reliability of the historical documents by critically examining them. Means whatever historical documents we get as an evidence at that time, the reliability of that document is most important while studying them, while using them as a source of history. When we use them as a source of history, when we use them as an evidence while studying the history, while there is research on history at that time, we have to verify. Verify means what? We have to try to clear the doubt about the reliability, means authenticity, reliability means credibility of that historical document, of that historical evidence. All doubts must be cleared. Whether those documents belong to a particular period, whether those documents matches to other evidences of that period, what type of paper is used for making that historical document, what is the script, what type of handwriting is there, various type of questions should be asked, and those documents should be properly verified, and their authenticity, their credibility, their reliability must be cleared, verified while studying the history, while writing the history. We should critically examine them. Those documents should be critically examined, means various types of questions should be asked to those documents. Critical examination means from all point of view we should try to find out the reality, reliability of that document. For that purpose, critical examination of that document is very important. Then after, in his book Discourse on the Method, okay, among the rules, some rules are given by him in his book, The Discourse on the Method. Note this point, note this name, Discourse on the Method by René Descartes. By René Descartes. This is important for identify the wrong pair or fill in the blanks. Discourse on the Method by René Descartes. This sentence, note this sentence. This is important for identify the wrong pair. This is important for concept chart or flow chart also. This is important for fill in the blanks also. Maybe there is a question in your board examination. Okay. In his book Discourse on the Method, discourse means discussion, dialogue, debate. Discourse on the method means what method should be used for studying history, for writing history. On those methods he has discussed in detail. So he named that book Discourse on the Method. In that book he states that we should never accept anything for true till all the grounds of doubts are excluded. Means if anything is put in front of us as an historical evidence, if anything is put in front of us as the historical proof, at that time we should ask some questions to that historical evidence. We should critically examine it. We should use various methods while examining those documents or evidences. If there is any doubt about that document, about that evidence at that time, that doubt must be cleared, it must be excluded. We must try to find out the real answer behind that doubt. For example, we saw the movie Tanaji some months before or some days before. You might have seen or watched that movie. In that movie, who killed Tanaji or how Tanaji was killed? Was it reality or not? We were not present at that time. It is shown in that movie. Some creative liberty has taken by the director of the movie. One more thing, Udayban Rathod. What costume was used? Whether that costume was really used by Udayban Rathod or whether Udayban Rathod was killed in the way that was shown in the movie, we don't know. But for the picturization of that scene, the director of the movie has taken some creative liberty. We should not blindly believe on that scene, whether in reality Tanaji was killed in the same way or Udayban Rathod was killed in the same way, because we were not present at that time. And while presenting historical scenes, empirical method is not applied to the history. Empirical method means method of experiment, or method of observation, that is called laboratory method also. It is not used in historical scenes to create them, to recreate them. It is not possible to recreate the historical scenes as they were in those times. So we should not blindly faith on such a historical evidences which we watch through the movies. Okay, because the director of the movie takes some creative liberty. But overall, the history is important. So, according to René Descartes, we should not believe, we should not accept anything for true. We should not believe in that, whether it is true. Till all grounds of doubts are excluded. Every doubt must be cleared. If all grounds means all doubts are cleared, then and then only we should believe in the historical evidences, we should believe in the historical proofs. This is the thought of René Descartes. This is most important contribution because of this one sentence only, which is presented in his book Discourse on the Method, which is stated by him in his book Discourse on the Method. This one sentence is the base of history. This one sentence is the base of historiography. This one sentence is the base of research in history. This one sentence is the base of study in history. Okay, now we have studied about René Descartes. What he opined, what he stated that we shall not accept anything as true till all grounds of doubts are cleared or excluded. Means till the doubts are cleared, we should critically examine the historical documents. Till then, we should not accept them as true. We should not accept them as authentic document. Now next, let us see about Voltaire. Voltaire was one of the such scholars who gave his contribution to the modern historiography. His thoughts were different from René Descartes. What he opined, his lifespan is from 1694 to 1778. He was a French historiographer. His original name was Francois-Marie Araud. Francois-Marie Araud, this is his original name. His original, as he wrote many books on the prevalent society, on the tyranny of French rulers. superstition which were in the French society, the dominance of Catholic Church on the society. He criticized them. As he criticized them, he was jailed for some period in the Bastille in France. At the same time, when he wrote various books, he was a storyteller, he was a writer, he was a satirist, he was a philosopher. Satirist means one who ridiculed the prevalent society. In ridiculous manner, he wrote on the prevalent system in the French society. How there was monarchy, how there was feudal system, how feudal lords, nobles and clergies exploited the common people. All these things were criticized by him through his writings. Because of that, he has to change his name, he has to adopt his new name, and this name was kept secret, and he adopted the name as Voltaire. Okay. When he was in jail of Bastille, at that time, the anagram of his name, Arobet, this name was taken by him, and he used Voltaire, the alias name, or he adopted the name Voltaire to disguise his identity. Okay, that is not part of our syllabus, that is not part of our study, but his original name is Francois Marie Arouet. What he opined through his writings, what was his opinion about history writing? When history is written with objective truth, means specific objective is kept in mind, specific purpose is kept in mind, and the historians try to find out some truths. This is not enough in historiography. This is not enough in history writing. This is not enough in research in history. Okay. Then writing history with its chronology is not enough in history. According to Voltaire, Voltaire says objective truth and chronology of historical events is not enough. Along with them, we should consider social traditions. Means while studying history, while reading history or writing history at that time, we should not write only about objective truths. We should not write or study only chronology of the historical events. We should study the social tradition of that period. Which period we are studying? We should study the social tradition of contemporary period. We should study the trade of that period. We should study the economy of that period. What type of living was there? In which area? What goods? What commodities were traded by the traders? What was the economy? What type of economy was there? What were the main sources of income of the people of that period? All these things must be studied in the history while studying the chronology of historical events as well as the truth also. Means along with the historical events, some important events in the history, we should study economy, we should study trade, we should study social traditions, because we should study agriculture also, because they are equally important with the historical events, important historical incidents. For example, some incidents in the history are very important. They have great impact on the world history. For example, French Revolution. While we study the French Revolution, what happened in the French Revolution? How King Louis XVI was killed by the people of France. That is not only enough. At that time, what was the situation? What was the reason behind the French Revolution? What was the social system? What was the economical condition of the common people? What were the income sources of the people? Whether they were living a good life, whether they were living the miserable life, how they faced the problem, how new taxes were imposed on the common people by the ruler of France. All these things are very important while studying the important historical event of French Revolution. How the king was killed by the people and how a new democratic nation was formed by them. Means the revolution of France is important. That is historical event. It is the truth. It is important to write about its time and date and period, everything. But along with them, the social condition, social tradition, then economy, the trade, the agriculture, all these things are also equally important, because these things are the real where the real motivation behind the French Revolution, isn't it? Means if the people were living good life, luxurious life, maybe possible that they were not motivated to revolt against the king. Actually speaking, the king imposed many taxes on the common people, like tethys. There were 3 states in the society, means social tradition. Estate generals, third estate, like that. Means just like first class, second class, third class. Likewise, there was the 3 classes of the French society. One class was there of royal family as well as nobles. One class was of that of the clergies, and in the third class there were common people. All the burdens of taxes had to bear by the common people, means third estate. The nobles, clergies, the royal family members, they had no tax. They had to not to pay any tax. Means they were living luxurious life. They were privileged class in the society, and common people had to pay all type of taxes. They were exploited by the upper classes. This was the real cause behind the French Revolution. Means not only historical event is important, not only the chronology of that historical event is important, not only the historical truth is important, but social condition, social tradition, trade, economy, agriculture, these things are also equally important while studying the history. This is the opinion of Voltaire. Then he gave rise to the thought. New thought was given by him to the historiographers, to the history writers. What was the new thought given by him? Understanding all aspects of human life is important for history writing. Means, while writing history, not only the history is, what do we think about history? What is history? If we think about history at that time, a specific picture comes in front of us, or specific image or idea come to our mind. For example, history of a king, history of an emperor, history of a political leader, great political leader like Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, like Mahatma Gandhi ji, like Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, like Lokmanya Tilak. Their history come to our mind. In which year they were imprisoned, in which year, on which date they died, likewise. But this is one part of history. Along with this history, along with the political decisions taken by the notable readers in the history, some important kings in the history, the wars they fought, these things are one part of history. And another part, equally important part, is all aspects of human life. They also should be studied. They also should be studied by the history writers in detail. They are important, as the importance is given to the kings, queens, political leaders, wars, diplomacy, political decisions. As they are important in history, the human aspects, all human aspects of history are also equally important. And because of this thought of Voltaire, a new direction to the history writing was given. He gave new direction to history writing. Previously, history was about kings and queens, emperors, their gallantry, their bravery, the war they fought, the decisions they took, then their political decisions, their policies, the great leaders. All these things were studied by the historians. But as Voltaire gave new direction, a new thought to history writers, history also gave got new direction, and common issues of common people were added to the study of history. Because of this, Voltaire was called as founder of modern historiography. Note this sentence, last sentence. Voltaire was called as founder of modern historiography. This is important sentence for fill in the blanks. Okay, this is important sentence of fill in the blanks. Okay, Voltaire was the founder of modern historiography. This sentence is important for fill in the blanks, and these sentences are important for a short note. There may be a short note of 2 marks, and these sentences which are written on the board, they are important for the short note on Voltaire. Okay friends.